Hi, Gary again here, still in New Zealand, and today is Wednesday the 17th of May 2017, and anyway, today I'm going to do a little different thing. I'm going to show you some things that I do to help maintain my health and stuff. I mean, I'm not real healthy, but I mean, just little things that a lot of people don't know. Plus, I have some products that I wanted to show you that I like here in New Zealand, at least one product anyway. So, the thing is, here in New Zealand, when I got here, I started having problems with infections. I had infections, sores on my legs, maybe possibly from bug bites or something that would get infected. But I get some bad infections, and infections are real dangerous, and they're serious. They can be, and so you have to address them as fast as you can. That's my opinion. And I even had to go to the doctor to get antibiotics to treat infections at times. If the infection would get too deep in the skin, and too deep for topical medications to be effective. But anyway, right now I'm in pretty good shape. But anyway, a long time ago, I discovered something that most people don't even know about. Oh, that reminds me, I got to get something here to show you. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, now we can proceed. Okay, now, anyway, a long time ago, when I was working in a place near Riverside, California, I was working in a place where they were making hand grips, these plastic hand grips for revolvers for police officers. The guy was experimenting, and so just a minute, let me turn down the thing. Anyway, so we used a lot of acetone, and I always thought acetone, I didn't know much about it, but I always thought it was kind of a, real caustic type thinner, or I forget what you'd call it. But anyway, so I was working in there one day, and I was working with this English gal, and she cut her thumb real bad. I mean, it's pretty deep, like a third of the way through, really bad cut with a knife that we were working with. And then all of a sudden she says, "Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just put my thumb in this acetone, and to stop the bleeding, because it was bleeding a lot." And so she said, "I'll just put my thumb in the acetone." She put her thumb in the acetone. I just about died. I said, "Oh my God, that must burn like crazy." But she didn't say anything. Then she took her thumb out after 10-15 seconds, and the bleeding had stopped. It was just kind of a little bit white, and that was it. I mean, there was no bleeding or anything. It had, I guess, cauterized the skin or the cut. But anyway, that's what introduced me to the benefits of acetone. And so I started experimenting with it and putting it on sores. And one time I put it on kind of a wart-like thing, and it made the wart disappear. Literally, just one application, I think, that I just put on there with a Q-tip. And then, anyway, over the years, I just started using it for more stuff. more sores, infected sores, and it would clear them up. you know, I didn't know if it was bad for your skin or what. And then one time I was working at this place in Escondido, California, and the manager of the place his brother was a doctor, and he told the doctor that I was using acetone to treat my sores and stuff on my skin and all that, and cuts and all that, and the doctor said, well, you shouldn't do that because he could get a blood clot and it could kill him. Okay, so maybe that's true. I'm just letting you know what they told me. But anyway, I've been using it ever since. And here in New Zealand, my acetone, and I'll show you, I have to buy it at a paint store. And hopefully it's not contaminated. There's different grades of acetone. But anyway, I can't get a large quantity of pure acetone. I have to buy the industrial grade, I guess, from a 55-gallon drum at a paint store. But I haven't had any problems with it so far. I think the most that you can expect for contamination is with a chemical called phenol, P-H-E-N-O-L or something. You know, they probably make it in large batch tanks somewhere. But anyway, this is what I get it here in New Zealand. And it's a real blessing to me because I got bad infections. One time my toe was badly infected because I took the nail off of it and it got infected real bad, and I was worried about it. I was scared, and I just put a bunch of acetone on my toe, and the next morning it was all cleared up. The infection had been okay. And so anyway, I used that. I had a hole that was developing in my stomach, from the folds. It was badly infected. I put acetone on it every day, once a day for a week, and I finally got it cleared up, and boy was I happy. But I get a lot of infections. I had an infection on my left foot just a few days ago, and I put my acetone on it. See, I use this little squirt bottle. This is pure acetone. I put it all over the toe, and it cleared it up. And I had another toe, my right toe, I had it on there too, and it cleared it up. But it's acetone. If you have probably fungus infection on your skin, like you live in the tropical country, like the Philippines or something, and you get infections, or you get fungus infection, or even athlete's foot or anything, acetone probably clear it up real quick. And it doesn't, I never had any problem with it. Meaning my skin, it never hurts my skin or anything. I brush it on with a brush. I dip it in a paintbrush, this little 1-inch wide paintbrush, and put it on my skin, you know, brush it on an area that's infected or whatever, and it works real well. I've never had a problem. And so, anyway, it's something really that the medical community should look at, you know, should examine. And then also, I always wondered about acetone, but look, you see this right here? This is an old American product that's been around for many years. And guess what? It contains a large amount of acetone. And you use this with an applicator. I'd save this empty. This is all empty. This is a Sorbine Junior. Lots of acetone in it. And with the acetone, you rub it all over your skin. So there's confirmation that I may be onto something. You know, it's probably right. A good thing to use. But Absorbing Junior has, I looked it up on the internet, and it had, the only place I could find it, the only page I could find, it says it has 40 to 70% acetone. So and the acetone may be buffered. They may have put other things in it to make it so that it's not as strong or whatever, I don't know. But it contains a large amount of acetone. So acetone is probably a pretty safe thing to use. But don't use it on any soft tissue. Don't use it in your eyes. Don't put it in your mouth. Don't put it on your genitalia. Don't put it on your butt, your rear end. Just put it, you know, on hard tissue like your skin, your legs, your feet, and maybe some parts of your face and stuff like that. And you'll be fine. And let me see, what else was I going to say about acetone? But it's a wonderful thing. You try it. You know, you got to just try a little bit. If you're going to try it, if you take my my method here, just get a Q-tip, put a little bit, if you buy some, put a little bit on a Q-tip and put it on your whatever you want to try to treat. Start with a small amount and see how you react to it. See if it hurts you or not, or whether it bothers you. And you should also ask other people. Of course, most people, I had one lady say, "Oh, I was recommending they use acetone to this on this blog to this person," and some other lady come on. She says, "Well, that's too dangerous to try to self-medicate. You should go to the doctor and all that." But the doctor, all they do is prescribe stuff like antibiotic type stuff, which is good. And good in a lot of cases, but for just self-medication, for a lot of infections, skin infections, warts, you could give it a good try. I do. I use it all the time. See, I have acetone. I just showed you that, and then I have this little container right here that I use to squirt on my whatever is infected. Okay, and then, let me see, the other thing I use, two basic chemicals I use. But with an acetone, try to get pure acetone, 100% pure, and you can order it on Amazon, and I'm going to put a link to it on Amazon. I'll put it below that. Show me here just a second. That thing. That show more link. I'll put the link to it for Amazon for acetone. You can buy it pure acetone off of Amazon. They'll ship it out to you. I bought it myself off of Amazon. Had it shipped to my address. Okay, and then another thing with acetone, it's highly flammable. So you want to be real careful about it. Using it around anything that might have a spark or any kind of flame or whatever. Water heater, keep it away. Keep the cap on it. It's important to keep it contained. Don't have it a big. If you're using it and you have a container of it, an open container, you know, when you're finished using it or any time when you're using it, you should always keep it away from any kind of flame or sparks or anything like that. You know, like a fan. See these fan right here behind me? You don't know this, but a fan generates a lot of sparks. And if you have fumes coming up from like acetone or lacquer thinner or anything like that, that's highly explosive, the fumes will go through the fan motor and it'll catch on fire. That's a good way to get a fire going, is to have the fumes going through the motor. You have to have a sealed motor in order to protect yourself from a fire that would be generated from fumes from like acetone or whatever. So you have to be real careful about it. Okay, then another thing is, let's see, acetone. You know, always store it with the lid closed, with like a container like this, and then and keep it out of the reach of children, stuff like that. You don't want to drink it. And that was another thing I was going to say. The human body, under certain conditions, will actually generate acetone in your body. And there are people in certain circumstances, I don't ever remember it ever happening to me, but their breath, they'll have acetone on their breath from something. Maybe you got something wrong with you, some kind of medical condition, and your body will generate acetone. And so, acetone is used also by women See, this is no big thing. Probably millions of people around the world, they use acetone to remove fingernail polish. So they soak their fingers in acetone, 100% acetone, for I don't know how long, but they may soak their fingers in it. That just shows you that it's probably not very harmful to your skin. I don't think it is, because I put a lot of it on, and my skin doesn't show any deterioration or any problems from using it. In fact, I just got rid of this one infection on my left toe. Thank goodness. Okay, but anyway, that's one of my chemicals that I love to use. That's helped me a lot, and it's very cheap, low cost. And then the other thing is 100% or 99% isopropyl alcohol. And isopropyl alcohol is also good for your skin. They use it in massage people in the business. They'll use maybe isopropyl alcohol on your skin, so that shows you that it's good. In my opinion, see, I'll show you this right here. I buy it like this. Isopropyl alcohol, and I only like 99% or 100%. Mine is 100% isopropyl alcohol that I get from a paint store, Fraser's something, in here and around Whangarei. And that's how I have to buy it, because they don't sell it in large quantities at the drugstore. So anyway, isopropyl alcohol is very good for your skin. I heard one time of just recently, a little girl in the Philippines. She's got sores on her head, and she's having problems with that. A lot of sores on her scalp. So their parents cut her hair short. But really what they need to do is use this 100% isopropyl alcohol on it. Like this, that's what's in this spray bottle, because I spray my feet with it. If you spray your feet, it helps keep the infections and germs down and stuff like that. Or you spray it, see, like this. This isn't water. It's actually 100%, and you just rub it in. It might burn, it'll burn some, like all this stuff burns, but it's good for you. See, like if you put, this is not water, this is actual, but you don't want to get it in your eyes, and you don't want to get it on your soft tissue. And you can put it, whoo, whoo, man, baby. Okay, that here. But anyway, so you can put that stuff on your face. I saw this African American guy, and when I was in truck driving, he was putting this alcohol on his bumpy skin to get rid of the bumps. And it's good for, in my opinion, is isopropyl alcohol is very good for burns. If you get a bad burn, just spray it with, see. Just spray it with 100% alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. It takes the burn out of it, and it makes it heal real fast. Really good. It's what it seems like to me. Now you're welcome to disagree, but those two chemicals, acetone, are a big lifesaver for me, and isopropyl alcohol, either 99% or 100%. Another thing you can use this probably almost anywhere in your body except for in your mouth, I guess. But you can see it, I consider it hot. If it's 100% isopropyl alcohol, is the hottest you can get. So if you want to cool it down, just add some distilled water to it, or any kind of water really would probably work. But I like to use maybe distilled water, but or else, you know, filtered water or something. And you can calm it down, like put 50-50. It's still real effective, you know, but I mean it just calms it down so doesn't burn you so bad. But I mean, when I say burn, I mean it kind of, you know, stings, but it's not bad for you. It's just, so anyway, those two items, and then I have some isopropyl alcohol in this squirt bottle that I use for maybe sore or something like that. If you have an itch down your leg, like you got a cast on, you could squirt it down in there to keep the itching. You know, you can lose your limbs from untreated infections. Infections are pure hell for a human being. And a lot of people have died from infections, untreated. So, anyway, that's it for the use of those two wonderful chemicals. And then another thing is, I've had a lot of problems with leg cramps at nighttime. I mean, just horrible cramps. Just the cramps were so bad sometimes that I wondered why I didn't just hurt my muscles in my legs. They were so bad. Well, I had to find a cheap, low-cost solution. And one of the things I came up with was to use Indian tonic water. See that? Indian tonic water. Alright, so got the picture? Okay, Indian tonic water contains quinine. And quinine, I'm amazed that it works at all, because it's got to be such a small amount. See, I think quinine's illegal for a druggist to dispense it because it has some kind of bad side effects. But anyway, they should let you have it in small quantities because it works so well for leg cramps. It's just what you have to do is take, or no, this is what I do. You'd find out your own dosage, but 8 ounces a day of Indian tonic water. This glass here is 250 milliliter, and that's about 1 cup. 1 cup in the United States is equal to 8 ounces. This is 250 milliliters is actually a little bit more than 1 cup. It's you know, it's not much more, but for New Zealanders, 250 milliliter glass every day. You know, ideally you should take it around the same time each day, but if you don't, it's okay. You can take it right before you go to bed or whatever. But every single day I take my Indian tonic water, because if I don't, the cramps they get so bad. I can't even believe it how bad they are. And so, but that solved the problem basically. And there's another way to do it too, and that's to use Highland's leg cramp pills. Highlands work very well. And here, just a second, I'll get. Let me turn this off. Okay, I'm back. Okay, anyway, I've had this for a long time. It's called Highland's leg cramps. See that? And I'll put a link in the show more section of the YouTube video so that you can look at it online. It's on Amazon. But anyway, it's kind of a, what do you call it, a homeopathic medicine. It's a strange thing in the sense that it's not really some kind of, strong medicine or anything. It's some kind of, I don't know what it is, made from herbs or something, but it works. It works really well. And what you do is you take at least 2 of them. If you start having leg cramps, you put 2 of these pills underneath your tongue. You put it behind your teeth, your lower teeth, and under your tongue, 2 of them. Like you're taking a nitroglycerin tablet, I guess is what they do with nitroglycerin. But see, just got 2 of these pills like this. And they taste good. They taste real good, almost like candy. So they're all right. And then they dissolve in your mouth, and then you can feel the effects right away. I mean, it's real, almost instant, the effects that they have on your leg cramp. So those 2 items, tonic water, not tonic water, but Indian tonic water that has quinine, make sure it has quinine in it. And the reason why it works good, a druggist told me, was because it's already dissolved. The quinine is already in liquid form, or it's already dissolved in the tonic water, and so it's fast acting and it works good. And then there's Highlands, and there may be other products out there that are great for leg cramps. You know, I don't know. I just use this for right now. Okay, now that's it for today on the medical thing. And then, another thing, if you're in New Zealand, I've tried Anchor brand milk and some other brands. I've tried most all the brands of milk here. Okay, now here's the problem. Lately, the price of milk collapsed in New Zealand, or worldwide maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I was afraid that the farmers, the dairy farmers, weren't making any money. And so I was afraid that maybe a number of them would water the milk down, put water in milk, or more water, less solids, or whatever you call it. And I hate thin milk. I hate milk that's been treated that way. But this now the dairy thing is still, I think it's still in negative territory. I'm not sure. But this, I found that Meadow Fresh, they probably have a niche market, but I found this milk, Meadow Fresh Original. See, this is a 2-liter bottle, less processed, more goodness, fresh milk, no added, permeate. It's 2 liters, pure New Zealand dairy. It costs more. This was like $5.40 for a 2-liter bottle, which is a lot more than like $3.50 or $3.50 or whatever they charge for another lower, generic brand of milk. But it's worth it to me. I like, the taste is so much better. It's really good, and I like rich milk. I like milk that's got a lot of cream in it, and so. But anyway, I had good experience with this. This is the only one I've tried. I tried a bunch of different ones, and this is the one that I like the best. It seems to work pretty good. So anyway, that's here. Let me show you. Oh, here. Let me put down here. Okay, I'm going to put links to the products so you can check them out on Amazon in that show more link field. Show more, yeah. Anyway, so that's how you spell it at acetone, and how you spell isopropyl alcohol. And be sure to get the hot kind, which is like 99 or 100%. You know what? Throughout the United States, they got 99% isopropyl alcohol almost everywhere. I've even found it in small pharmacies in like Crescent City, California. They used to have it in there for, it's pretty common really. And that's, but you can put it in a sprayer. If you put it in the sprayer, it's really good. It's good for, probably for burns, sunburns, and even if you got burnt by hot boiling water or something, it would probably help it. Okay. Anyway, so visit my website, my main page, my-main-page.com. Okay. So anyway, I hope that helps you with some medical issues. And be sure to ask your doctor before you try any of this stuff. And they'll probably tell you that I'm crazy. But anyway, I still use it. So we'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.